Hi, I'm Mary Lovell, and you are watching the channel Lovely Little Louise. I just started that today. This is my very first video. I am so happy to be with you, and I hope that you feel the same way too. I wanted to share my work with you and let you see what I do and let you decide if you want to get to know me better. I certainly want to get to know you better and show you techniques, show you cards I've made, just talk about things that are going on, and all kinds of good stuff, I guess. We'll see where it takes us. You know, every journey starts with the first step. So I hope this one's going to be a good one. So I'm going to start off showing you some of the cards that I've made because I thought that might be a good way to break the ice. So here you go. Here's one that I totally experimented with. Have a lovely day. And it's got the little butterflies, and it's got the little gold background. I'm not totally convinced I like the way this pops. And this just happened to be the first one that was in my box. So I'm gonna look and see what else I have to show you. I make stuff like simplistic. This is a very simplistic card because all this is paint. This is a foil background with butterflies. They look like they're coming off the page, but it's just a piece of paper. If I see stuff like this in a pad or something, yeah, it comes home with me. So this is not one of my more intricate cards, but it's still beautiful, I think. So, and they don't have anything on the inside of them. Oh, and I did decorate it with these three little. I love these things. I love HSN Craft Day. It's so bad. My addiction with that is that there needs to be a, and the other people that I talk to think so too, there needs to be some kind of club that's HSN Anonymous or something, because we love going. See, that's just simply another piece of paper, and then I put four corners on it. And I figured it speaks, and these are make like nice little note cards, you know? So it's, I do all kinds of cards, and these were just, and I'll just really briefly show you. And these are just, you can buy these. I didn't cut these cards out. These are cards and envelopes that I got from Michael's, I think, when they were on sale. And I said, let me do something to those because I bet I can make those look good. And so, and I don't ever like to make the same card. We'll do runs because you have to, if you're going to sell, other people are going to go, oh, I like that card. But I like to be unique. So that's why these are all pretty different. And most of them are foil based. See, this is, I put some spangles on this one to make it look a little different. And then I put some twine on it. And I put it under the card so that when you open it up, it's still really clean, see? So you glue it under like that before you even put the card thing on the base. And so I think that's it for the little ones. This is what I made a while back. I have to learn how to do, because I don't think, if I turned it around, I could show you. It says, wishing a fairy, lovely birthday to a fairy, lovely girl. And that's some of my Copic work. And there's paper piecing. This is a piece of paper right here. So, yeah, that's the only thing, and I'm learning. This is a company called Dreaming Tree. There are SVGs, envelopes, and you can buy them. They're really generous. And this one's really pretty, and it was a lot of fun to make. It says, I made this one for my mother-in-law, but I used different paper in it because I wasn't totally satisfied with this. Happy Mother's Day, and then you open it up, and there's a bouquet, and there's spangles, and all kinds of cute little things. So anyway, that's one of my earlier works too. So I love opening treasures. That's just an envelope. See, I like to make all my envelopes, and I like the texture and the quality because it makes it look very professional and very first class. So anyway, so like those note cards, I'll probably sell those cheaper than the ones that take me more time and look a little bit more sophisticated. Dreaming Tree project. And then with the envelopes, I don't know how anybody else does it, but I just will put a double-sided piece. And then when you're ready to mail it, you just rip off the top liner and you seal it. And there you go. Some people request that I not put anything there. Like my mother-in-law does, she seals it with tape. You know, and that's just how she likes it. This one's Best Mom Ever. Again, it's backwards. I'm going to figure out, this is just my first YouTube video. And so I'm just getting my feet wet. And it's a blank card. You could stamp something in it. And this one, I had the back like that. So I think it's very pretty. My mother-in-law may get that next year. So don't tell her. Anyway, she's not a YouTube follower. So, and then these are some, this design came out by Dreaming Tree. And it's so funny because there's this little record button right here and the little camera. And so I know you can see the whole card, but I can't. So I'm kind of doing this like it's there for you too, but there you go. And again, this one's blank too. Now, if you look below, I'm going to have this on my page as well. And if you go to my page and look, you can see a couple of cards that I just made because I do custom orders and stuff like that. See, these are the kinds that I'll make a couple of. If they're not exactly my designs, I'll make a couple of them. Or if I haven't varied off of the formula, because then they're so easy to make. This is another Dreaming Tree, but it's Avengers. It's a Father's Day card. I love it. So easy to make. So, and watch the envelope for this. You're going to love it. Ah, isn't that great? And that's Avenger paper, and that's from Cricut. And I'll put a link from that for Cricut too. So you can look at all their wonderful things. And then just blinged it up a little bit. What father wouldn't want to get this from their kid who likes, they share the Avengers together. I think it's Tony Stark's probably the best Avenger. So, and I get them mixed up. So sometimes I'll think it's because they have Avengers and then they have the other ones. And so I get them all mixed up, but I enjoy watching them. Balloon envelope. I love when envelopes are that special. And here's a birthday card. Doesn't have anything on the inside. It's just white. And a couple of envelopes. So let's see if I have. Oh, this is a With Sympathy that I just made. I love this card. So pretty. This is also a Dreaming Tree design. I get to pick my colors and I get to pick everything else. It's their SVGs though. And SVGs are files that can go in the Cricut to cut. So Cricut is real good though. You can use almost any format, and the Maker, I'm in love with the Maker. And you will hear a lot about the Maker. This one, I'm not sure whose design it was. It might be Dreaming Tree, I'm not sure. I'd be lying if I told you I knew for sure. Sending love and sympathies. I love this card. And I do a lot of Copic marker cards too. There's one more I want to show you right now. I made multiples. This was a Dreaming Tree card. Isn't that great? Look at that. And the flamingo. Awesome! Just to send a card to somebody and ask them how they're doing. And then, look at that. I love it. So, a lot of the things that I use, this is a Stampin' Up! That my friend Lori Ruello, she had a class and I made a bunch of these with her and I love them. Who doesn't love a shaker card? You're going to see a bunch of shaker cards from me. I'm going to throw these back in the box. And I always put them in someplace nice so that they don't get damaged, and that if somebody wants one. And this, look at this. It says live life in full bloom. And I love this box. And it was real inexpensive. I got it at Michael's for, I think it was half off. So, I think it was Michael's. It could have been Hobby Lobby because I shop there too. But some of the places, Cricut, I love Cricut. I will never use any other cutter but Cricut. Excuse me. Because not only do they sell the Cricuts and they work wonderfully. I have 2 makers because one of my makers died and they sent me a refurbished model. It was because they took pity on me. It was after the warranty date. But they still said, okay, we're just going to send you another one because we feel for you. And that's the kind of company that they are. They're a really good company. But at that same time, my husband bought me one for our anniversary because he felt bad for me that my Cricut was broken. So now I have 2. And I use them both. One is for travel and one is for, sits on my desk all the time. And I love, love, love them. They can do, let me pull up my things so I can tell you exactly what, because they have all kinds of new stuff now. Let's see. All right. So if we go, I'm going to go to new project, and I'm going to be able to do all of this for you in the future. You're going to see. I'm going to be able to take you into the software and show you everything. Like today's just to get my feet wet and to get me used to doing this. And so hopefully it'll grow from here. We're hoping. So anyway, I'm going to put up a shape. Okay, a triangle, just so I can click here and tell you. It's called line types. You can draw on the Cricut. And for example, and it's backwards, and I apologize, I'm going to figure out how to do this. I know if you switch the camera, but the way I have it on the mount, you wouldn't be able to see it very well. But anyway, we're going to fix it and figure it out. My husband's going to help me, and my son's going to help me. So we're going to figure it out, and we'll get there. But this actually wrote happy birthday to Moo from the Christmas. I'm thinking Christmas. From the Cricut. And then I took a sparkle marker, my blue one, and I filled it in. So see, Cricut will draw for you. And it will draw some pretty elaborate things. A Cricut will cut, of course, that's the major thing. And it will cut through lots of stuff. So anything from thin tissue paper to balsa wood, so yes, it will score. Now, in the old days, with the old Cricuts, you had the scoring pen. Well, not scoring pen, scoring, I don't know if you'd call it a pen, scorer, whatever. And it did not do well, and it was very frustrating. Now they have, look at that. I can't take the glasses off. Let me do this. There you go. So I lost my train of thought. Let's get back to it. The scorer was not very good, but now they have a scoring wheel and the scoring, and I'll have videos where I show you that. I'll show you the scoring wheel and a double score, and they are absolutely fabulous. And if you don't think it's scored well the first time, then you can go in and score it again. I'll show you how to do that too. I'll show you a whole bunch of stuff. And, if there's certain videos you're not interested in, then don't watch them. If there's certain things that you go, oh, I needed to know that, then you can watch that. And sometimes I'm just going to make videos just to catch up and tell you what I've been doing and find out what you've been doing, which is really cool. So anyway, on to the third thing. The third thing is engrave. Yes! Engrave! And Cricut is selling the metal to engrave with. However, you can order like little dog bones. I've seen people order stuff like that. If it's metal, if it's metal and it can fit on a sheet that will go into your Cricut, you got it made. Okay? It debosses, which is the opposite of emboss. Emboss brings up, deboss pushes in. And I wish I had it with me now, but I'm going to show you all of these in a separate video so that you can see what all the tools do. But I made a little Cricut in gold and debossed him, and he looks so cute. And so yes, you can deboss on gold paper, on regular paper, on any paper, and it just gives it that fancy little edge that just puts it over the top. So I love that. So that's going to be going on a lot of my cards. Wave, and wave just puts little waves, like if you have a heart, then you'll have little waves. It just adds that little spark, that little bit of attention to make your card pop, or to make anything pop, because you can cut in material too. So if I wanted to do, like I put hearts on my jeans, anytime I get a hole in my jeans, I'll take and put a little heart on it. And if I did use the wavy and then ironed on, because Cricut has iron-on pattern material, and I can just iron a little heart on there whenever I get a hole. And so people go, oh, did you buy it like that? No, I had a hole. So anyway, that is the wave. And the perforator is so cool, and I will show you that too. There's a banana card. If you go to Cricut Design Space and you look at all the projects, type in banana in the search field, and you'll see this one that shows you how to make, it's a perfect to try out your perforator tool. And it actually has a piece that you peel because it's perforated around. It's so awesome. And it says, I find you very, and then you open the perforation and it says appealing. Isn't that adorable? So I will show you that. So that's all the things that the Cricut can do. And it's absolutely amazing, but it leaves you open to so many different things that you can do. Like this dish towel, I found out I could do, and man, you can't tell where this seam is. And I'm thinking this is gonna wash beautifully. So I'm gonna make like dish towels and stuff like that as well. So we have all kinds of things in the works, and I will have them on my site, and I will my husband's going to open up an Etsy site for me, and I'm going to be selling stuff on that too. Another company I really like is, I like a lot of the English companies, like Crafters Companion. I love Crafters Companion. I work with a lot of their projects. I have the Gemini. I have the Gemini and the Gemini Junior, and I thought that I would take the Gemini Junior to travel again, and my big Gemini sits in my studio. I like to call it my studio, my craft room, and it does mostly everything I need as far as when you buy the dies and you buy the embossing folders and stuff like that. It's a heavy-duty machine. It's my favorite. I don't know if Cricut came out with that, they might be in trouble, but until then, Gemini's a good product. I also have a big Easy Press by Cricut, and the Easy Press that I have goes up to 400 degrees. So I make t-shirts. Yeah, I do t-shirts too. Yay! I can do all kinds of stuff. So I'm really excited about that. Oh, I wanted to show you too. I told you I do a lot of Copics. So you see, like, this is I made a card. If you go into my page on Facebook, just Google Lovely Little Louise, or maybe I'm learning, maybe I'll put it in the links for you, we'll see. I'm excited about all this stuff because I get to learn, and you can only be new once. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like right now I'm new. It's new, you know. In a couple of years it'll be old hat. Oh, I'm gonna go in and make a FaceTime, YouTube, Facebook video live. I'm a little chicken. I decided I was going to do this video not live right now because I figured I'd be too flustered. The first couple of times, just do a video, put it up there, see what happens. Don't you just love him? He is adorable. This is a Stamping Bella stamp. Stamping Bella, this woman puts out amazing, amazing stamps. So you want to check her. I'll put her down there too. Wonderful, wonderful things. I don't know if I have. I'm looking to see. I did another one, but I don't probably have it here. I have to clean my craft room. Don't tell anybody. It's going to be great. So, I was saying Crafter's Companion, Tonic Studios. From Crafter's Companion, I like the word dies best of all. I buy, they have 3D embossing folders that are really cool, but I don't know who it is that does the freehand scripting and then they turn it into dies. But they're some of the most beautiful words I've ever seen. Love them, love them, love them. Okay. Let me tell you, for cutting, for a trimmer, Cricut just is amazing. So I use a couple of different stamp pads when I stamp. I put this on here. My Sweet Petunia. It's amazing. Never fails you. And I just love the opportunities the crafters have and the companies that can just, you have companies. Spellbinders is still out there and they're still doing things. Nuvo is out there doing stuff. Does Tonic Studios, and they have Tonic Studios in the USA and they have Tonic Studios in England. And the people that show you the unboxing of, they have a craft kit. Like everybody has a craft kit, right? But Tonic actually sends their product, a lot of their product, and they always send dies and stamps. They didn't have a stamp this time because they had more dies in it. And they had, and like you got like $15 worth of product because it was their anniversary. A coupon for $15 worth of, you could go buy whatever you want, put the code in, and it took $15 off, which was nice. So I get those kits every month. And I guess I could unbox them with you and show you what they were, because it always excites me. I have a blast with it. I'm going to show you the glues that I use. Nuvo Glue is one of the glues that I use. Awesome stuff. And it dries very fast. It dries so fast that, I mean, you can reposition a little bit, but then it's done. So this is one. You've got to constantly be looking for it though, because it sells out all the time. I bought 5 bottles so that if it sold out, I could wait till it came back in. That's one of my go-to. And then the other one is, if I have it here. Oh, I've got to have it here somewhere. Oh, here it is. This is the big one. So I'll put it in bottles like this, or they have a small. Because you want to, because glue a little bit goes a long way. So you want to make sure you have the tiniest nozzle that you can have for certain projects. Other projects, it doesn't matter much. I'll show you the Nuvo. That's go up, down. See, I'm so dyslexic. But see, that's a little thicker. It's a little thicker. I hope you saw it. And this one is, these two, I wouldn't use any other glues for me, because this is my preference. Art glitter glue. This one gives you a little bit more time to move stuff around. So if it's a project that you're kind of nervous about, I would probably use this because you have time to move it around a little bit. The other one, the Nuvo, I find dries a little too fast. But if I'm doing stuff where I want to be quick. And of course I have a We Are Memory Keepers, which I don't know if I have in right here. I try to keep most stuff, like, oh, here it is. No, that's not it. That's something else. We Are Memory Keep. Here it is. I love this. This is a We Are Memory Keepers glue gun. It takes the mini sticks. I've tried certain other ones, which we won't mention, and just no. This, look at that, plugs right into something like this. I love this. I don't know what I did without this. Hedgehog Hollow. The young lady in Hedgehog Hollow talked me into buying this when I watched one of her videos, and I am not sorry. I might want to buy another one, in fact. So there's little battery pack things, and see right here, I've been using it, it's still full charge. I love it, it's great. And then see, you just stick it in here and it heats up, and then you're just good to go. And it has its own little stand right there that it'll stand. So that's all the glues I use. I'm gonna pull it out because I don't want it to get hot right now. And I love those companies. They're just, they help me put out quality product. And so that's why I'm here, having a great time. I stamp all of my inks. If they don't come out, if it's not a digital stamp that gets uploaded and printed, I have the Canon printer that you see on HSN that we didn't buy it on HSN. We bought it at Best Buy. So, because my husband is not an HSN person and he wanted to go buy it, so he went and bought it. So, HSN is awesome, though. I love everybody on HSN, and I'm in it for craft day, and all day long it will be on my, and I don't know if that's terrible or good or what, but it's so much. I feel like they're old friends, like Anna Griffin, and I actually went to a Cricut convention and I got to meet, and I have pictures with them all. But I'm losing weight because I have a cruise in November for my it's on my birthday, and I'm so excited. So I've lost 22 pounds so far, and I want to be way thinner, and I just want to do it because, let me tell you what, when I was 20 pounds heavier, it hurt to move around, and when I didn't get good night's sleep, and I had heartburn all the time, and it just really wasn't good for me. So I'm trying to educate myself to become thinner, and I just, my daughter moved, and now I have her treadmill, and she is a physical trainer, certified. She just joined the Army. She wants to go into medic, so she's going to be moving around. So she's selling her house, and she lived up in Baton Rouge, and so she didn't have anywhere, so I took her treadmill, and it's scary because it's like, she's like, Mom, this is one of the best in the market, because when she went to training, she bought it. So she said the other day, have you used it yet? I said, I'm scared of it. And she said, why are you scared of it? I said, because I don't know how to work it. I said, I will get the manual. I promise, and I'll get back on. Because when I had my old treadmill, and the problem with that is it would stop. You'd be all of a sudden really into a heavy workout, and then it would just stop and throw you across the room. And so I used it at my own risk. And I mean, like, it would only do it like once every 2 weeks, but then it would do it. And so we didn't give it away. We had to send it to Treadmill Heaven. So I have my daughters now, and and my husband, even, we have the extra bedroom, and he even put a TV in there to motivate me to get back on it. So I promise I will, and I will keep y'all in the know about all of that. So anyway, that's the stamp, the ink I use when I don't use, now I use other inks too, but this is primarily like, I don't know if I stamped him or upsized him. Anyway, Memento is good because when you're working with alcohol markers, Memento, can let it dry though, does not smear. I am left-handed, and I have problems already, so I do not need an ink that smears. So if you don't see me using it on upcoming videos, there's probably a good reason. It's probably because I don't work well with with inks that smear. Now, if you're a right-handed person, you may not have a problem with that, but I really do. So I'm going to put this back. You see the back of my head for just a minute. This hair. I told several stylists I would like my hair red with highlights. This is all they ever managed to do. How come when I do it in a box, it's red? I pay $150. I paid $150 to get the full head of hair color, and that's a cut and conditioning too and all that other stuff, and then highlights, and get convinced that, yeah, this is the color that I asked for. And I mean, my stylist is really good, and I do not think that it's his fault, because I've been to several stylists and none of them could get my hair the color that I wanted. I wanted to stop using a box because I'm getting older and grayer, and I thought it made a difference. Well, from what I understand now, it really doesn't make a difference. So I'm going to go back to using the red in the box, because my grandmother had red hair. I love red hair. I want to continue to have red hair, so we'll see. So anyway, that's enough about me and my red hair. So what else do I want to talk about? I want to talk about my favorite marker is Copic, and people ask why the tape is there, just so that when I'm sitting there with other people coloring, I know that it's my marker sitting there when I go to pick stuff up. Copic's my go-to, and Copic is my favorite. And it's probably because there are so many of them, and it's because of their coating system. So I like Copic's the best. However, I have just invested for travel. I didn't want to carry my Copics everywhere, so I invested in some tonic markers, which I may show you in upcoming videos. And I'm pretty happy with the way that they work too. So I'll see. I'm still in the playing stages with that though, so I'm not sure whether I like it or not. So anyway, so that's a lot of this stuff. And of course I use these for outlining. Wink of Stella's. They have this, this is just tip form. See, tip, fine line. So that's what you outline with. And if I'm filling something in, you use a brush. I have watercolor brushes that I use too. And what are we doing on 32 minutes? Okay. 32 minutes. Who knew I could talk for 32 minutes? I guess I did. And then, oh, this is one of the Cricut pens. You put it in your Cricut maker, and it writes for you, and it's super awesome. And then this is Achuspica, which is, believe it or not, a Copic. It's Copic. It's their sparkles. And they are probably one of the best. And that's the tip on that. And I enjoy using them more than any. There are really, really, I will get that later. There were really a lot of different really good glitter markers. Now what I'd like to see, Sargent Art, believe it or not, used to have this great gold marker, and they changed their formula on me, and now it's not the same. I hate when companies do that. So anyway, so one day I hope to find a really good gold marker, glitter marker, and I'll be happy with that. But I guess, have I told you? Let's see, I guess I covered my 3 children. If I didn't, I'll cover that in the next video. I have 3 wonderful children. I think I told you about my daughter. My son is in the Army, and he's up in Baltimore, and he's absolutely wonderful. And I can't wait to see him again. It's been a while. Big Saints fan. We're all big Saints fans. You know, go Drew. Everybody else on the team, absolutely wonderful. Looks like we're going to have a great year. I hope so. Because we got robbed last year. So hopefully this year it will be much better. That's my dog Michael barking in the background, by the way. We're a happy family. My husband we just sold Gunfighter Paintball and Pro Shop. Gunfighter Pro Shop, because it's paintball and airsoft. And to two wonderful people. So you might, Stefan and I can't remember the other partner's name, and I'm sorry. But there are two people that grew up in our shop, and they really know what they're doing, and they have a dream. And so if you play paintball or airsoft, they're over in the Lakeside Mall, you know where Fresh Market is, and Stage, and there's gonna be a lot of times when I'm like, my memory, I can't, so I have to look it up and tell you later. But anyway, it's in that area. It's back in the back. If anybody knows where the Spokesman is, that's that bicycle place. It's like 2 doors down. They have like a nail shop on one side and a hairstylist shop on the other side, and they're like right in the middle. And so, and they're really good people, and we're happy that that's who we sold to, because they're amazing. And I can't say anything other than they're amazing. And you'll have a good experience if you go there. And definitely Paintball Command is an awesome place. Carrie and Charlie Prieto own it with their children, and wonderful place to go play. So I guess that's it. I guess we're down to the final minutes of my first video. Wow. So I will be doing giveaways too. Like, I will give away some of my cards. I will give away product sometimes, just to say I love you, and I am so glad that you decided to spend some time with me. So there'll be a lot of really good reasons, I think, to tune in, and I'm hoping that I get smoother and smoother at this, and that you enjoy your time with me, and that we get to know each other. So I guess the last thing should have been the first thing that I said. I'm Christian. I have a deep belief in Jesus Christ and God, and I trust and have faith, and God's taken care of me all of my life and been very, very good to me. And for that, I am very thankful, and I praise him daily, and I talk to him just like I'm talking to you right now. So maybe if I am a little more at ease doing this for my first time, it's because I've had a lot of practice talking to him, and he listens, and most of the time surprises me with all the wonderful stuff that he puts into my life, like my child and my other two and my husband, and just this great life that I've been fortunate to live. And each day that I get to breathe more air and see more wonderful things, and there's so much to learn and to do and to be, that I want to share it with you. So please consider tuning in again. The next time it'll be a little smoother, and it'll probably be about one thing instead of a scattering of things. I just kind of wanted to introduce you to me today so that you would know who I was and consider maybe taking this journey along with me. It's going to be so exciting. I can't wait. So on that tune, is that the word that I was looking for? Maybe, maybe not. Who cares? We don't have to be so formal. We can just wing it, go along, and have a good time. All right. Have a great day. That worry that you have in your head right now, give it up. Know that there's so much more to do, to be, and to see. And as long as there's breath in your lungs, there is hope, and there is love, and I love you. Have a great one. Bye.